Yeah, what's up, guys? Seth Rodriguez, the Spartan here. We're on our third YouTube channel as YouTube has taken down my channel two other times. So let's rock and roll. I had just made a video talking about IGF-1 LR3 Unleashed. Now I'm going to tell you something else you haven't heard. IGF-1 and insulin are fucking dangerous, guys. It's very, very dangerous. Not in terms of we're talking distension over time. We're talking about immediate short-term effects. We're talking hypoglycemia. Now, there are many people that are like, oh, you don't have to worry about insulin or you don't have to worry about IGF-1, and that's bullshit. I'm going to tell you straight up, that's bullshit. I've almost blacked out from using IGF-1 and driving myself so hypoglycemic. And there's plenty of other bodybuilders that have horror insulin stories telling you about how they almost died or, they passed out or went in a coma from using insulin, and not crazy amounts either, from using it after cardio, your blood sugar's already low, or from training, or all this other stuff. So this stuff is not unheard of, and for people to be like, oh, it's very safe, that's not true. It's not very safe. Yeah, you can minimize the risk, but bottom line, you should be with somebody, a significant other, or you should have somebody there if you're using insulin or IGF-1. IGF-1, if you get a vial, either on one of the sources I have on Anabolic Steroids Unleashed.com or, pure IGF-1, wherever you get it, you take out and you draw out IGF-1 LR3, for example, and you take a 30 microgram shot immediately. That's full potency. You've just reconstituted it. Or if you've been storing it in the freezer, which you should store all your IGF-1 compounds, that's beside the point. If you take this stuff and you're not eating carbohydrates, or you're not having a carbohydrate meal, you're going to go hypoglycemic. And how hypoglycemic you're going to go depends on how high your blood sugar is at the time. But the thing is, the point aside, guys, is that these compounds are dangerous. They will drive you hypoglycemic. My story is, I was taking IGF-1 LR3 just to test it out, also to heal up joint injuries, which that works amazingly for. Took IGF-1 LR3 before I did cardio. 20 minutes after doing cardio, I had already eaten breakfast, and I did not have that many carbs. I don't usually have a lot of carbs in the morning. All of a sudden, I got upstairs and I'm seeing stars. I'm confused. My vision's starting to go. I didn't even know what was going on. You're confused. You can't think when you're going hypoglycemic. So, in a little spurt of adrenaline I had a soda in my room, cracked it open, chugged it, and, within 15 minutes, I was okay. Had I not taken that, I'd be on the floor. So the thing is, 30 micrograms of IGF-1 LR3 is not a huge dose. This stuff is dangerous. So, IGF-1 LR3 is going to build size like nobody's business. Obviously, it'll distend your stomach, but it will build size like nobody's fucking business. The problem with it is it's going to drive you hypoglycemic unless you're eating carbs and eating a lot of carbs. So don't take this stuff when you're cutting. You'll kill yourself. Same with insulin. Insulin's dangerous too. In fact, insulin should be worse than IGF-1 LR3. So in the off season, if you're being very careful, fine. Or if make sure you have a significant other around or somebody else that knows you're taking this stuff. So if you go hypoglycemic, and this is no joke, like I said, there's plenty of horror stories out there. So that's the dangers of IGF-1 and insulin. So sorry to spoil all you online PED experts and, all these people talking about on YouTube, how they're saying, IGF-1, you don't have to ever worry about hypoglycemia. That's bullshit. Either you're not getting real IGF-1 or, I don't know, you're pounding sweet tarts all day. So regardless, that's the gist on IGF-1 and insulin being dangerous, because these compounds are dangerous and you need to be using them safely and carefully. Start out very, very low on the dosing range and work your way up as needed. Like I said, I almost blacked out from using that. So take this stuff seriously, guys. Anabolic steroids are, should they be used carefully? Yeah, but you're not going to have any short-term issues with them. You're not going to die from, you could use grams and grams of steroids. It's not a big deal. The only issue that you're probably going to have, granted, you're using HCG alongside, so you don't have any fertility issues or destroying your natural testosterone production over time. The only issues you're going to have are, speeding up cardiovascular disease. So anabolic steroids or whatever. IGF-1 and insulin, you take too much and you're not eating carbs or your blood sugar's already low, you're completely effed. You're going to black out, or you're going to go into coma, or if depending on how much you took, maybe you measured the vial wrong, you're going to die. So I'm laughing, but you need to be taking this stuff. You got to be taking this stuff serious, because I almost completely blacked out from taking a very small dose of IGF-1 LR3, and this shit is strong. So that's pretty much it, guys. Other than that, if you're adding insulin, or if you're adding IGF-1 LR3 or IGF-1 DES even, will drive you hypoglycemic too. Be careful. Start the very low dosage. Don't just be like, oh, I'm going to take, so-and-so amount because that's what my friend takes. So be safe. Bottom line, that's it. We're out.